Copy, shots fired. Suspects in male black. We copy wearing all black.
Still firing rounds at officers.
Officers serving search and arrest warrants throughout the LA area overnight.
2 men are dead following an apparent drive-by shooting.
Well, it says something about Daryl Gates that 18 years after he resigned from the LAPD, he still stirs deep emotions from those who admired him and those who didn't. But both sides agree he changed the LAPD. With his passing, they all had something to say about the man and the police department he left behind.
Yeah, make video, you know, this is for sure. Yeah, make video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby.
Just south of the UCLA campus, where Bunchy Carter was gunned down in 1969, was movie theaters and fast food restaurants that for years had been a popular gathering place on weekends and summer nights for high school and junior high school students. This was also the home to 4 sports star Jackie Robinson, Lou Alcindor, better known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 3-point specialist and NBA star Reggie Miller. We're talking about the one and only Paulie Pavilion, ex-Dallas Cowboy Troy Aikman, and a host of other great student athletes. In 1983, the sidewalks of Westwood Village became meeting places for breakdancers. The weekend crowds were picking up more and more. Instead of dying down toward the end of the summer, they began to grow. And we already know how it go. When too many black and brown folks make white folks feel uncomfortable, somebody's got to go. The LAPD felt compelled to do something about the large crowds in order to get ready for the 1984 Olympics. UCLA would be one of the Olympic villages and the site of some Olympic competitions in 1984. Police decided to invoke a curfew on breakdancers and teens hanging out. On weekend nights, lines stretched outside popular clubs such as Dillon's in Westwood, the Odyssey in Hollywood, and 321 in Santa Monica. In the spring of '84, they began to crack down on teen clubs throughout the city and the surrounding area. They blamed that on drugs, violence, and sex, which tarnished the image of popular night spots as a safe place for youth to go party. At this rate, there weren't going to be too many alternatives outside of school except for staying home in the ghetto, selling drugs, and gangbanging. In 1986, they put traffic officers in the streets and blocked roads so young men and women wouldn't joyride. Now, what else was we going to do for fun in the city?
Again, 2 men are dead tonight. 4 other people are in various hospitals. Those people are expected to survive. Right now, the cause or the motive behind the shooting is still under investigation. We are reporting live from South LA. Jeff Nguyen, KCAL 9 News.
And this is where Operation Hammer takes place. Operation Hammer was a law enforcement program instituted by the Los Angeles Police Department's police chief, Daryl Gates, in 1987. This is during the height of gangbanging in LA. No other era ever seen this much police presence and aggression by LAPD's C.R.A.S.H officers. This program was an attempt to crack down on the increasing gang violence throughout the city of Los Angeles. If you weren't law-abiding during this time, you had to worry about the LAPD during the daytime and the killers at night. In April of 1987, the LAPD launched Operation Hammer after a group of people were shot on their front lawn in a drive-by shooting at a birthday party in South Los Angeles. Chief Daryl Gates responded by rounding up gang members and non-gang members. If you were associated with hip-hop or playing basketball on the playground, you too could be confused as a gang member. Arrests of suspected gang members continued through 1987 into 1988. At the height of this operation, in 1988, 1,453 people were arrested by 1,000 police officers in South LA in one single weekend. Here you see two police officers, part of LAPD's gang suppression program, posing for a picture in 1988.
We have a war, a shooting war, not in the Middle East right now. We have it on the streets of every major city in this country.
Earlier in the year, there was a murder in Westwood that sent shockwaves throughout the city. The C.R.A.S.H homicide put the gang problem very high on the public agenda. It remained high for the next couple years.
This is a very large crime scene. Detectives say there are bullet casings up and down the street.
Operation Hammer is said to be a spontaneous reaction to the death of Karen Tashima, an outgrowth of a lot of frustration and outrageous levels of violence, which all seemed to crystallize throughout the city when Karen was killed. While out celebrating her promotion with friends on January 30th, Karen was shot dead in the middle of crossfire between two rival gangs, the Rolling 60s and the Mansfield Hustlers. Her murder shocked LA residents who realized not even the city's affluent areas were immune from gang violence. On August 1st, 1988, scores of Los Angeles police officers descended on two apartment buildings on the corner of 39th Street and Dalton Avenue in southwest Los Angeles, home of the Rolling 30 Harlem Crips. It was an all-out search for drugs and a massive show of force designed to deliver a strong message to the gangs of Los Angeles.
This is Los
Sitting reminiscing about the days of way back.